Sangeeta, I understand this is your favorite place.
This is my absolute favourite tourist attraction. We're at the Tower of London. So if you love like murder mysteries, drama, the crown jewels are in here as well. If you want to see that, there's always a massive queue. So you need to get here early or be prepared to wait a couple of hours in line. It's the most interactive tourist attraction, I think, as well, because they always do put on like little shows. There are characters walking around, people walking around dressed as historical characters like Anne Boleyn and Walter Raleigh, and then they put on shows at particular times to reenact historical events. Normally, a popular favourite is Anne Boleyn's whole trial and execution. They don't obviously actually execute the actress, but they just mime it a bit. And also other stories like escapes from the Tower of London or attempted escapes as well. There's so much rich history in here as well, not just the stories you may have already heard of, like Anne Boleyn and the Princes in the Tower. I learn something new almost every time, and I've been here so many times I could probably give you a guided tour of the tower, but what you really should do is get one of the yeoman warders to give you a guided tour. They're so funny. They're a bit un-PC, but they're so funny. And they'll tell you not only like just stories of people who've lived here, but also a bit about the architecture as well, if you're into that.
Okay. And then of course we're right by the Thames, so we're still near a lot of things to do, and we've got like a nice big courtyard here with some shops and some food and things like that as well. So it's a pretty nice place.
It's such a good place. You can get traditional fish and chips around here, and there's some restaurants as well where you can sit and have like a proper meal and look out on the river. And we're by Tower Bridge as well, and that beehive-looking building over there is City Hall.
Okay.
I'd say you definitely need to go on a yeoman warder tour, because that's the only way you can get into the chapel of St Peter ad Vincula, which is where the people who were executed within the tower walls are buried, such as Anne Boleyn and Lady Jane Grey and Catherine Howard. So it's quite a privilege to be executed within the walls privately. Most people were executed up on Tower Hill behind us, on Tower Green.
Somehow I don't feel like it would be a privilege to be executed in here. It
was a privilege because it was private, so you wouldn't have people like baying at you and cheering when they pull up your head. There's also the tower's not just, the tower wasn't originally built as a prison, it was built as a royal palace, but it served as a prison mostly during the 16th and 17th century. But it's also been a royal menagerie, so there were like tigers or lions and an elephant in there as well. There's also the torture instruments you can see in the dungeon. I haven't been to there. That's, I think, the only bit of the tower I haven't been to that you're allowed to go to. So it's a working royal palace as well, so there are people who live here too. So they go around checking that you do actually leave.